Not only did the Bishop's Lent Appeal fund the Enabling Church Conference, and all those participating charities were able to be thoroughly involved in that, but they've also been able now to pilot a course, a 4-day course here in our own Diocese of Lichfield, which they will then be able to take to other places in the country.
Today is the first of 4 sessions in an Enabling Church ministry course.
You're looking way beyond ramps. You're thinking about who isn't here, why aren't they here, and how can we go to be where they are? Because Jesus was always in the margins, and it's fair to say, or fair to assume that he still is. So actually, we need to be there to meet God and find out about those aspects of God that we would rather look away from. And usually that's to do with us being afraid of our own vulnerabilities.
So I was born with cerebral palsy. It's a neurological disorder. My coordination and my balance are a little bit shot. I use crutches to walk with all the time. Being part of today really stemmed from part of a group which I belong to called Disability and Jesus, a group of user-led individuals. We've got blindness, we've got Jarvis the guide dog, who's a very useful member of the group. We've got fibromyalgia and ME and depression and anxiety and cerebral palsy all represented in the core group.
1 in 6 of our UK population live with one or more disabilities, so clearly this is something for every church.
Church shouldn't need legislation to do these things. This is about models of the kingdom. It's something going from being able-bodied to becoming disabled at the same time as exploring a vocation to ordained ministry and saying, well, God, this just isn't going to work, is it? And gradually discovering that this is the gift that God's given me. I have been very blessed by how people are prepared to be creative, particularly if you're arriving as a guest to lead worship. So all of a sudden it's no longer a theoretical exercise, it's, how are we going to do the chalice for communion, because you won't be able to go along and do that, will you? No, it's extraordinary to see that people in the congregation also go, oh, what a relief. I've really found it so difficult. I thought I was going to stop coming for communion because I can't kneel anymore. And people do stop coming for those reasons. So changing how we do things is the gospel invitation.
Our remit is about asking the question, what does Jesus think of disability and where is he in the midst of it? Or is he kind of looking going, I don't like that very much, that's not what I expected. And to try and wrestle with the theology of faith and disability, wrestle with the idea of having value, even though we are disabled or because we're disabled, about being made in the image of God and disabled, and they're the same thing, are they? And trying to model that conversation both amongst ourselves as a group, but also offering that as a wider resource.
It's certainly the vocation of all of us to say, God takes us as we are and gives us gifts which don't always look like they're gift wrapped, but they are gifts nonetheless.